Let us see the method of drawing the perspective view of a rectangular pyramid through this problem. And here is the question. A rectangular pyramid, side of base 30 mm into 20 mm and altitude 40 mm is kept with its base on the ground with 30 mm edge parallel to the picture plane and 5 mm behind the picture plane. The station point is 30 mm in front of the picture plane, 40 mm towards the left of the axis and 45 mm above the ground. Draw its perspective view. So, this is the question. From the question, it is identified that the figure deals with a rectangular pyramid. For a rectangular pyramid, the top view will be a rectangle, whereas the front view will be a triangle. So, initially you have to remember the steps involved in any problem of a perspective projection. Okay. So, initially you have a total number of steps. So, the very first one is draw the PPP line. Okay. So, before getting into the problem, we should ensure that how we will start with the problem. Okay. So, ensure that you are placing the A4 size sheet of a notebook in a vertical manner or in a portrait manner rather than making it in a landscape manner. Okay. So, initially you are drawing the PPP line. So, where you have to draw the PPP line. Okay. In the previous videos, it was stated where the PPP line is coming or where the EGP line is coming and where the EHP line is coming. So, we should identify, we should ensure that how much mm is coming below the PPP line. For example, the station point is around 30 mm in front of the picture plane. Okay. It is stated in the question that the station point is 30 mm in front of the picture plane. You have to identify this value. What is the dimension that is in front of the picture plane? Okay. That dimension or that length should be taken from the base portion of your notebook. Okay. So, for example, here they are taking like you are leaving this much space. Okay, just making this much space because you have drawn the PPP line firstly. Okay, and then you are starting to draw the other things. So, you have around 30 mm that is coming, which is in front of the picture plane. So, you have to take 30 mm below. So, there should be a distance nearer to 30. So, you can take around a small distance is required. Okay, as it is 30 mm. If it was 70 mm, you have to take this distance you have to make it this distance should be something more than 7, maybe 8 or 8.5. As it is 30, I have taken a distance that is nearer to 30. Okay. So, at such a way you have to fit south by taking the PPP line. Okay. So, firstly you have to draw the PPP line. Okay. Then you have to draw the the second step is to draw the top view of the object. Okay. So, top view of the object in the case is being a rectangle, and it is clearly stated in the question how the rectangle is being placed. It is stated that the rectangle is being placed in such a way that the 30 mm edge is parallel to the picture plane, 5 mm behind the picture plane. So, 30 into 20 is the dimension. So, 5 mm behind the picture plane. So, you have taken 5 mm from here, and the edge that is parallel to picture plane is 30 mm. So, you have taken 30 mm over here. Okay. Then you have taken 2 mm over here, and then you have terminated the rectangle. As it is a pyramid, the diagonals are visible. So, you can draw the diagonals also, which is named as ABCD. Center point is named as O. After drawing the top view, third step is to draw the EGP line. As in the steps, it is stated that EGP line is any line that is being taken from the top edge, and the distance from the top edge you have to take around 15 mm or 20 mm. Okay. So, it will not be stated in the question. For all the questions in perspective views, the EGP line is being taken as by taking 15 mm or 20 mm from the top edge. Here I have taken 15 mm. So, after that you can draw the EGP line. Okay. This line is EGP line. You have to write PPP over here, and you have to write EGP over here. Okay. Then you have to draw the front view of the rectangular pyramid, and then mark all the points correspondingly, as we have done in the case of orthographic projections. Okay. So, you might have noted that I have drawn the top view as well as front view towards the right portion of the page. Why? Just because in the question it is stated that the point is towards left or 40 mm towards left of the axis is specified. For every question it will be stated either towards left or towards right. Okay, that this states out this is about the station point. Station point is the point from which the observer is being looking over to the object. So, you have many things to be drawn towards the left and nothing is towards the right. So, if it is to be drawn towards the left, then you have to ensure that you are drawing the top view as well as front view towards the right. If it is towards the right, then you have to ensure that you are drawing the top view as well as front view towards the left. Okay, just opposite, because if the station point is towards left, then you should have space towards the left hand side of the top view. So, I have ended up in drawing the top view as well as front view towards the right hand side. The next step after drawing this, the next step is to draw the central plane. So, how you are drawing the central plane? Central plane is the plane that is 30 mm. In the question it is stated that it is how many mm? 40 mm towards the left of the axis of the element. So, you have to take 40 mm towards the left. Okay. So, you are taking 40 mm towards the left. This is the axis. From the axis you have taken 40 mm, and then you have to draw the central plane, and this is the central plane. So, you have to draw a line. Okay. And central plane is a line that is perpendicular to PP as well as EGP. So, this can be stated as this line is to be named as CP. So, you are naming it as CP, you can see.